scoring club in the USL comes to Sacramento. Tonight's match between the 4th place 1868, the 5th place Republic is brought to you by UC Davis Health. Alongside Kevin Goldthwait, I'm Rob McAllister. 51. That's how many goals Reno has put up so far this season. They're on pace to crush the record of 61 set a year ago by New York. But Sacramento's playing as well as anybody, having picked up 19 points in the last 7 matches. They have not allowed a goal since July 1st against San Antonio, Kevin.
Yeah, let's take a look at these two teams. Both a great run of form as of late. Reno, they can hurt you all over the pitch, Rob. Set pieces, wide play, and obviously up top with Dane Kelly and Antoine Hopino. Got to keep an eye on those guys at all times. And on the other side for Sacramento, they've been great. Defense has really set the tone for them. They're now finally finishing their chances in that final third. So allowing them to pick up points, which has been vital for them for the last few weeks.
Well, let's take a look at our Consolidated Communications matchup of the game. Two guys you want to keep an eye on tonight, no doubt about it. 15 goals, USL co-leader in Dane Kelly for Reno.
Yeah, Dane Kelly, most informed striker in the USL in my opinion right now, brought into Reno to score goals, and he's done that completely well this year.
He is fun to watch, no doubt about it. And also for Sacramento, Trevin Caesar, 6 goals, 2 assists. Undoubtedly probably the best Republic player the last 2 months.
Yeah, Trevin's had a bit of a rest last week. Should be fresh tonight and able to make those runs into the channel to stretch the pitch for Sacramento.
Well, we've got a good one coming up. It's the 1868 in 4th place. We've got the Republic right behind them, just 2 points behind. Should be a good one. 3 points on the line right here on the CW31. Your starting lineups are coming up next.
There's a place that brings together teams of world-class problem solvers. Here, they save lives at a moment's notice, restore sight to those who otherwise would not see, empower those facing immobility to live active lives. Through teamwork and bold innovation, they confront the toughest medical challenges to make the world a healthier place. UC Davis Health System.
You each drive a Ford pickup, right?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to show you a next generation pickup.
Awesome. Let's do this.
The bed is made of high-strength steel, which is less susceptible to punctures than aluminum.
The stronger, the better.
And best of all, this new truck is actually
Oh, my.
the current Chevy Silverado.
It's the Chevy Summer Drive. Current Chevy owners and lessees get a total value over $11,000 or get 0% financing for 60 months on this Silverado All-Star. See your greater Sacramento area Chevy dealers.
Papa Murphy's Law of the F word. No, this F word. Here's the deal. If it comes from a freezer, not fresh. Box, not fresh. Bag, not fresh. Fresh means vegetables that start the day as whole vegetables. Cheese that's grated from a block, not poured from a bag. Fresh means we don't even have ovens, 'cause you have an oven. So you can feel good about feeding it to your bingo. Home bake a large barbecue chicken pizza featuring KC Masterpiece barbecue sauce. Just $11. Papa Murphy's.
Días de lo bueno. Bethany, ¿por qué estás aquí?
He regresado.
Te dije que nunca volvieras.
Sí, pero he regresado.
What's going on here? Bethany Ken always wanted to be in a telenovela, but they don't speak Spanish.
So we have to interpret for them when Good Day is over.
That's kind of weird.
Watch Good Day in Spanish using the SAP function on your TV.
Que nunca volvieras.
Sí, pero he regresado.
Papa Murphy. Let's take a look at our U.S. Bank starting 11, and we begin with Reno. Dane Kelly, Antoine Hopino, 2 dangerous players up top. Dutz Bickla for 96, Luis Felipe as well.
Another guy keep an eye on, Matt LaGrassa, the box-to-box midfielder, Sacramento kid, moving up to Reno this year for his first season. Going to be someone Sacramento's going to have to deal with tonight.
All right, let's take a look at Sacramento. They'll be in a 4-diamond 2 again here tonight. And a couple of players that we've seen in and out of this lineup, but Hayden Partain seems to have secured the spot in the role for Danny Barrera out.
Yeah, absolutely. And also take a look at the back 4 guys. Emra Clementa and Chris Christian have not, in my opinion, gotten enough praise for what they've done. The amount of work they put in and how solid Sacramento's been defensively is 100% comes from those 2 guys. That partnership's been fantastic the last 6 weeks.
Well, it should be a good one. You'll have Reno headed to the north end of the field, Sacramento headed to the south end of the field. A referee tonight, Chibolo Street, refereeing his first official match here in Sacramento. So it'll be the Republic in the Old Glory red. It'll be the visitors from Nevada in the silver. This one should be a great one. Kevin, what do you expect here tonight between these two sides?
You know, these two sides have been in such good form as of late. It's going to be interesting to see how they can match up. I think when Sacramento went up to Reno, played in that tight, confined stadium up there, not the best match for Sacramento, came out with a loss in that game. But when Reno came down in the Open Cup, played against them, Sacramento absolutely dominated that game. And I think Ian Russell, he's probably going back to the drawing board, looking at that video all week about what they did wrong, what they did right, how they can fix things. Paul doing the same things. How can we get better from that video? But I think tonight, Sacramento, I got a good feeling, a confident feeling. I think those guys, and Paul does as well right now. So it's going to be fun and an interesting game to watch and see how it unfolds.
2 points separating these two sides. 36 points for Reno. They're in 4th place. Sacramento with 34 points. They're in 5th place. Sacramento on the year 6-1-2 at home. Reno has had some struggles on the road. They're 4-4-2. Can Sacramento take advantage of a very hot team that is averaging 2.4 goals scored per match in their last 9 matches? Meanwhile, Sacramento, Kevin, has allowed less than a goal per game, and we are underway here. How will the defense perform against the top scoring team in all of the USL? Well, we have a minute as we get things going. Merle to the left side, Richards. Let's take a look at tonight's Chevy keys to the match, Kevin.
Yeah, Chevy keys to the game. First and foremost, attack safely. We talked to Paul Buckle earlier in the week. He's talking about when we go forward, when Sacramento goes forward, you got your wing backs, Kiffey and Elliott Horde going up. You got to bring one of them back to tuck in, and Jeremy Hall is going to be instrumental because Reno can absolutely punish you on counterattacks. Second, win the second balls. That battle, it gets overlooked a little bit. I think tonight that's going to be a big key to see if Sacramento is successful, if they can win that battle. And lastly, finish the chances. They've done a good job, Sacramento has as of late, but need to continue that and take those chances when they present themselves.
Some of these matches have not been pretty, but they've been 3 points nonetheless. Good run of play here to the left side. Sacramento's trying to be on the back of the heels. Dane Kelly sends one high and over the crossbar. Early right away, we see number 9 looking for goal.
Yeah, it's a good little effort right there. Early in the game, kind of test maybe Evan Newton, see if he's ready to go. Sails over the crossbar, obviously, but still, I like that idea early from Dane Kelly, getting on the front foot and getting his attacking mind and mindset going.
Great combination. Linda Mafeka starting that one there. Let's take a look at tonight's UC Davis Health Injury Report. UC Davis Health for latest news, events, photos, and health tips. Check them out on Twitter and Instagram. And Danny Barrera and Adam Moffat still out. This one's sent back to Evan Newton, who's in the starting goalkeeper here tonight again. He has solidified his position there, and he has been great as of late as well. The defense in front of him looking very good. Hopino along the right side, into the area, working away against Christian. Christian able to win the battle, and Sacramento now looking upfield. A little bit of trouble here, Kevin, still in the danger area.
Yeah, Chris Christian trying to play out of the back, gives the ball to Jeremy Hall. Nervous moments and a rare mistake that started that play off by James Kiffey, turning the ball over there.
And here's what we'll see from Reno tonight. 2 or 3 guys, high press. How does Sacramento counter that?
Well, like I said, you have to attack safely. You can't leave yourself unbalanced at the back. If you have guys bombing forward, you got to make sure that that guys are accounted for and numbers are accounted for, and that comes from your Jeremy Hall, it comes from your Emra Clemente, and it comes from your Chris Christian. So that's how you deal with Reno. And I think if you start losing the plot a little bit, it's because you got too many guys bombing forward and not attacking safely.
Trevin Caesar will be key tonight to stretch the field on the other side. How will Reno play in this wide open pitch here? Wilson Nishaw with a chance. Nicely moves, got Caesar to his right, deep into the area, a little chip across the face, and it sails away, but there's Hayden Partain to clean it up. Good look for Sacramento. They retain possession here. Partain, Hall, give away LaGrassa, Mafeka in the midfield. Linda Mafeka, the 23-year-old from South Africa, goes down. A foul is drawn against the Sacramento Republic, and our first set piece coming up.
And Wilson Nishaw had a really good chance right there. I think he panics a little bit, doesn't know what he's doing, kind of caught between two minds. He's got a couple runners making runs. Would have loved to see him pull the trigger right there. Tess Bersano, maybe just curl it to the back post with his right foot. Elects to go with the left foot across the face, and there's no one there making that run. So just a poor decision. I would like to see your striker right there get greedy a little bit and have a go on target.
Most teams have to deal with maybe one prolific striker over the top here as we look for Wilson Nishaw. But both of these teams here, you're looking Reno, they're going to have to deal with Wilson Nishaw and Trevin Caesar. Meanwhile, Sacramento's going to have to deal with Antoine Hopino and Dane Kelly. These 4 players like to stretch the field, get behind the back 4, I think if you're Jimmy Oxford, Jordan Murrell, Chris Christian, Emmer Clementa, you've got a busy night ahead of you.
Yeah, busy night for sure.
And Hopino tries to get a little too cute with it. Easy play for Christian. Kiffy along that left side. Caceres. Blackwood now. Caesar. Good formation to the right side, and Partain is going to give it a go for goal against Matt Bersano, Bersano has been one of the best in the USL. 7 clean sheets, leads the league in that category.
Yeah, they have such an advantage, Reno does, playing in the tight confines in Reno, their home stadium. Really, it kind of one of those things that gets underlooked a little bit, but the value of having that home field advantage, I mean, it really is helpful. It's difficult for teams to come in there and figure out a way to play in the little shoebox of a stadium they have.
Greater Nevada Field, we once was Aces Ballpark, sharing with the minor league team, the Reno Aces. Here's Nisha looking to break, tripped up by Jimmy Ockford, the captain for Reno, able to win the battle.
That's that ball, by the way. You see Wilson Nisha stretching the pitch, finding those channels. That's what him and Trevin Caesar do a really good job at exposing those channels. But that's the one to keep an eye on that ball, that diagonal ball into those channels, finding those 2 strikers for Sacramento. I think if they do that, they should have success tonight.
UC Davis, Elliott Horde over the top, looking for Partain. Partain on the run. Partain goes down. Flag stays down. No whistle blown. And Partain quick to get back up and show the energy. That's what Paul Buckle likes to see from Hayden Partain, is that constant movement, constant energy moving forward. He's got great pace. Did not get the whistle from the referee street here today. A little jumbled up. Caesar looking to turn against Merle. Sends a cross in. Last deflected by Reno. And Sacramento with the first corner kick coming up. Brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Jordan Merle, nice defense.
Yeah, that's a good little turn there by Trevin Caesar as well. And Merle is able to keep up with Trevin Caesar's pace right there. Does a good job, gets down, deflects the cross out for a corner kick.
And with Danny Barrera still out with that left foot injury, a stress fracture that he is still recovering from, it has been James Kiffy here on these set pieces.
Now Kiffy whips a nice ball in with his left foot.
Knee shot near face goal. This one's back post near Jeremy Hall. Goes up, still in the area. Big swing from the Republic's Clementa. Back out to Horde. So quick is Lindo Mafeka to cut these balls off. And this time on the left side, it's Dane Kelly, and he's looking for Mafeka. Both of those players can at times be interchangeable when you watch Reno play, even though Mafeka really much a guy who will stick in the midfield, not afraid to move forward like number 9 is. Hall finding Horde on the switch. Caesar inside, as is Nisha. We'll cut it back out.
Jeremy Hall, 2 plays in a row right there. Side to side, switching the ball. Such a huge little value right there.
Sets up an attempted cross by James Kiffy and has it sent out of play by Luis Felipe.
It's another one of those unsung things. We talked to Paul Buckle about how well Jeremy Hall is on the ball in the final third by switching side to side.
Here's Caceres. He's going to give it a shot. It's deflected off the back, and Lindo Mafeka looking to break the break here. Over the top, Dane Kelly getting behind Emra Clementa, and there's a dangerous diagonal ball that Dane Kelly and company are going to be looking for all night.
Yeah, I think it's got a good look right there, what Reno likes to do. See how quickly they were able to try to break out and try to spring Dane Kelly to go forward. You know, 1 or 2 touches, then they immediately have their minds made up that they want to go forward, which is exciting to see. So it's going to be an end-to-end match. There's another chance here.
Hopino over the top to Mafeka. Mafeka able to find it in the area to the right side to Way, and look at over the lap is Hopino again. Back to Mafeka as he settles it down. El Salvadoran Felipe gets a foot on it. Now it's into Kelly, the Jamaican. Pops it up. And this has been a wide open fierce couple of minutes here at Papa Murphy's Park as Trevin Caesar goes down hard. And Matt LaGrassa is going to get a quick talking to, for the very least, from the referee, Japillo Street. Gives us time to tell you that you need to stay up to date. The latest USL news, you can find it on the USL Coast to Coast with Mike Watts, Monday at 4 o'clock Pacific on Sirius XM FC Channel 85. Don't forget, they'll also air the USL Game of the Week, USLsoccer.com, as you can find more of the details about the games of the week and about Coast to Coast with Mike Watts. Clementa getting aggressive, looking for Caesar. Caesar tries to keep it in play. It'll be a throw for Reno. Hopino not afraid to use the entire side of the field here. Now he's on the left side. Little trouble here for Sacramento as James Kiffey comes all the way off from his original line. And that's the one thing that we talked to Paul Buckle about, is that's sent out of play, is that if Horde goes up, if Kiffey goes up, Horde or Kiffey on the other side are going to have to pull back and recover. And we saw a perfect example of that there with James Kiffey.
Good heads-up play by Kiffey, covering on that back post, coming around out of his natural left side, but does a good job, kind of senses that ball, that run from Dane Kelly, snaking through, and does a good job intercepting that pass.
It was a 2-0 defeat to San Antonio, just a second loss on the season. Reno with a beautiful game a week ago. Trying to do something here is Hayden Partain, but Ian Russell calling that win against San Antonio up there with the biggest of the season. San Antonio not able to do anything, as we saw the highlights in the pregame show, and Reno was just fantastic in that win. Looking to make it 3 straight here against Sacramento on the road. Meanwhile, the Republic went up to Portland and picked up a 1-0 victory in what was kind of a dirty match. Flag goes up offside, Tyler Blackwood, or across the line.
It's a good look from Elliot Horde. That's the ball I like to see. He's trying to link up there with Blackwood. And I like the weight of the pass too. It's unfortunate for Horde for it to go out of bounds.
Reflect on last week against Portland, Kevin. It was not a clean match, and it was one that you saw Trevin Caesar start on the bench. As this one out of play, to throw for Reno. Paul Buckle wanted to give Trev a little bit of rest. He said sometimes you've got to do what's best interest of the player, even though, you know, Trevin wanted nothing to do with it. Was in the 18, did come on as a substitute. But it was a dirty match, a game that Paul said if he can get a goal, he's going to sit back and just go for 3 points. Much different what we're seeing here in the first 12 minutes.
Yeah, you said it. That game just going in. No, it's going to be kind of a battle, a game fought in the trenches, and it really was. Not the prettiest of games, and a good chance for Trevin to rest his legs a little bit, come out for this game ready to go because of how important this is for Sacramento in terms of standings and where they want to go. They're able to go up there, pick up the 3 points, did the job.
Sacramento now unbeaten in 7 straight, looking for their 8th in a row. Whistle blows. And a foul out of the open field here.
Christian's going to get a talking to here, throwing the ball after the play. You know, if I'm going to be real critical here, I mean, Chris, he tends to be too aggressive in those balls. When the balls are played into the forwards, with the forwards back to goal, there's no reason to foul and going incredibly hard there. All you want to do is just make sure that striker plays the ball backwards, recycle, get yourself back in, get your shoulders right if you're Chris. But sometimes he's just too anxious and too aggressive there and commits a lot of fouls in those situations that don't need to happen.
A little back heel from Chris Wayan. Chance for Sacramento, looking for Caesar. Siebert volleys it down, controls the ball. A little poke, screen from Partain. See how far Hayden Partain has worked his way near the area. It's where Paul Buckle wants him. So he's in there to be conservative. They cannot replace Danny Barrera. They're trying to find guys with other skills and talents to make it difficult for that back line. Into Caesar. Dane Kelly. Just the quickness of number 9. And Dane Kelly's holding up his hand there. Maybe caught it on the ball or the collision with Hayden Partain. The last loss suffered by Sacramento was against this Reno team. A 2-0 defeat in Nevada. Republic won the U.S. Open Cup match between these two sides, 2-0, and then Reno came right back and won the USL match at home. They have one more meeting after this one. Whistle blows against Reno. As we get closer to MLS announcement, now is your time to secure that seat in the new stadium. Fewer than 500 spots remain for top-tier priority seating. Learn more, sacrepublicfc.com. Christian slow to dribble up. Kiffy back to Christian. Looking for Partain, holding, follows through to Blackwood. Blackwood gonna send it off to Caesar. Caesar now the left foot, back to Blackwood. Got Partain in the middle along with Nishov, colliding with Felipe. Sacramento controlling. Here's Kiffy, dangerous with that left foot, sends across it, Partain! Hayden Partain scores his first professional goal with the Republic in his third appearance. Number 32 has this crowd going wild in the 15th minute.
Tell you what, it's a fantastic finish by Partain and a really good ball in by James Kiffy. James Kiffy, just what he does best, gets a little bit of space, whips a good ball in the box, and a tough finish there by Partain. But Partain with a great header, good piece of skill there, just a little flick towards the back post. Knows where he is on the pitch at all times, a great little nod. And a way to introduce yourself to the fans here. What a finish, what a great ball in by Sacramento, being patient, recycling things. Great little piece of play, top to bottom by Sacramento there, getting that first goal.
Good sign for Sacramento. When they score the first goal, Kevin, they are 7-0-2.
And that where he is on the pitch, Partain right there, I mean, that's the only place that ball is going to go in the back of the net. It's going to be over Bersano into that far corner. Perfect weight, perfect arc on it by Partain. Wonderful finish right there for the young, lively lad, if you will.
Paul Buckle wanted to see him get in the mix. He's one of the paciest guys on the squad. He did right there. A beautiful cross sent in, and Sacramento is buzzing here at Papa Murphy's Park. Lindo Mafeka now. On loan from San Jose. 2 goals, 2 assists on the year. He's been active here early on. A throw for Reno on the far side. Tower Bridge Battalion as loud as we've heard them in a couple of weeks. Hopino along the byline, sends it in, a chance for Reno. A dink in, Dane Kelly, and it's in, it's all locked at 1. Dane Kelly is USL leading 16th goal on the season, and just like that, we are tied at 1 apiece.
Yeah, you got the back four. You got Chris Christian going over to the linesman asking why wasn't the flag raised as the ball looked like from Hopino to cross over that end line for a goal kick for Sacramento. No flag was raised. A good ball in the box. You find the big body of Dane Kelly, and Dane Kelly just nods it across the face of Evan Newton into the back of the net. And we talk about this all the time, Rob, but 5 minutes after you score, how are you reacting? What are you doing as a team? How are you buttoning things up, making sure things are tight? In Sacramento, there's a bit of a leak right there. And I tell you what, Reno exposed it quickly.
The 1868 can be clinical. 52 goals now on the season. Good chance here, a big swing from James Kiffy. How does Sacramento recover? A big swipe from Caesar, likely not to draw the foul. And now here's Emra Clementa. Clementa gets caught up, and Mafeka and company looking to move forward. Antoine Hopino is 7th assist on the year.
So we talked about with Paul Buckle earlier in the week about what this game, what's going to happen in this game. And one of the first things he said is it's going to be a pretty wide open game, most likely. And here we are in the first 15 or 20 minutes. End to end, 2 goals already. And I think we're going to see a lot of action here and a lot of balls in behind. It's going to be a tough night, like you mentioned earlier too, Rob, for the back fours for both of these sides right now. They're going to be putting in a lot of effort tonight and putting in a full shift.
And Richards sends one from distance, and it'll be Evan Newton to watch it over the top bar there. Nike, an official sponsor of the USL. For more information, visit NikeSoccer.com. There's no doubt about this is not the Timbers 2 versus the Republic from a week ago. Partain trying to link up with Caesar. And how about the new guy coming in, Kevin? Paul Buckle wants him to be aggressive, but it's not always as easy as that. As Mafeka moving forward, Hopeno's in front of him, gets behind Christian. Hopeno trying to tap it in, cleared away by James Kiffey. Kiffey just saved a goal, and it's keeps it at 1 apiece.
God, it's just good runs by Reno. Little diagonal short runs kind of going in at both sides, right towards the middle of the park. A good weighted ball into Hopeno. Evan Newton comes out. Hopeno just tries for a little chip over Mr. Newton. But fortunate for him, James Kiffey's realizing where the danger is and tracking back towards the goal, which you're taught to do. So good technique right there by James Kiffey, saving Sacramento and saving his team right now, keeping things level at 1-1.
It'll be a corner kick for Reno. Lindo Mafeka, 28th overall pick in 2017. By San Jose, has been loaned out to Reno here, and he has been a great addition. Has been up and down with San Jose for several weeks. But back here now and making an impact here in this run in August. Ball sent in low, dangerous play. Reno with another good look as Matt LaGrassa gets ahead to it. Good to see LaGrassa back from Elk Grove. Local product, also a guy who has really found a home with Reno. 21st appearance now, 3 assists, 1 goal.
It's an unreal situation. I mean, I've never seen this in my career, like how quickly LaGrassa developed last year. He came in, looked a bit shell-shocked at times with the pace of play and the level, went away on loan for 4 or 6 weeks and came back as a completely different player. Unbelievable transition.
Hopeno trying to transition to the open field. Down goes Reno, and a foul and a yellow card will be shown to Elliott Horde. And it was Chris Wayne that took the tumble.
Again, just look at the pace that Reno's going forward at. In that final third, they're deadly and just incredibly quick and persistent. The ball's bouncing around, a bit of a power dribble, if you will, in my opinion, but still fortunate for Reno. Goes right back into, it might have been Wayne there, Chris Wayne, who ends up getting fouled.
Just outside the box as Elliott Horde draws the foul.
So you got Wayne on this right now. It's a good angle for him with the right foot. Decent distance away from target. Should be able to hit it hard and still have the timing to get it down under the crossbar if your technique's proper.
And you got Dane Kelly on the wrong side. Got to wait for the rebound, and it rickles in. It somehow trickles in just underneath the bar, and it's 2-1. It doesn't look like Evan Newton was even ready.
Dude, that was an absolute solid strike from Chris Wayne right there. Does a really good job, good technique. Like I mentioned, he can hit it hard from that distance with the right foot, still have enough time to dip under the crossbar. I think I said if his technique was right. His technique was right there, Rob. Wonderful set piece by Reno. Leaves the fans here at Papa Murphy's Park a bit shocked.
And it's gotten a whole lot quieter here in Sacramento after that goal by Chris Wayne. Wayne picks up his 5th goal on the season. Number 53 for this Reno team. When you talk about an offense here, is not only how they score that many goals, you've got Dane Kelly as the USL leader, you've got Chris Wayne, who has 8 assists, who leads the USL. Dane Kelly leads the USL in shots taken at 78.
They have firepower everywhere. And the amount of weapons, we talked about it in the pregame, the amount of weapons that they have, and also how good they are at set pieces. A lot of guys serving really good balls in the box, striking good balls on target, as we just saw there by Chris Wayne. And we haven't even talked about Dane Kelly yet. I mean, you got thoroughbreds, you've got really good players on the wings. A lot of firepower for Reno, Rob.
How will Sacramento respond here? They win up a goal by Hayden Partain's header, an assist from James Kiffey. They've responded with back-to-back. Dane Kelly now Wayne on the last set piece on a foul just outside the box, committed by Elliott Horde. And the ball out of play, be a throw for Sacramento. All back to Kiffey on that left side. Back top, Blackwood. Caceres. Here's Horde now. How do they get Trevin Caesar more involved here, Kevin?
Starts with retaining possession and moving the ball side to side. Get the ball in Jeremy Hall's foot. Allow things to open up and breathe a little bit. And Trevin Caesar needs to find himself in good spots to make those runs into the channels, really.
Angling in is Kiffey. Finding Blackwood. Partain. Back out to Horde. Horde will loft one in, back post. Sails a little too far and wide.
Good numbers in the box right there. Just not a good executed cross by Elliott Horde.
USL, one of the most prominent second division professional leagues in the entire world. Stay up to date. Top talent, rising stars. USL on Twitter, uslsoccer.com. An absolutely beautiful evening at Papa Murphy's Park. Light breeze to the north. In the mid-70s here. Here's Kiffey playing with it. Along the byline he goes. Broken up, and they'll earn a corner.
This corner kick brought to you by Chick-fil-A.
It's good work by Kiffey. Shifty Kiffey right there, getting up. I mean, we say it time and time again, how good he is getting balls in the box.
Here's Hayden Partain. Low ball served in, looking for Jeremy Hall. Broken up by Dane Kelly. Kelly looking to run with it. Kiffey's been battling along that left side. Tripped up, down he goes. And a foul will be called, a set piece for Sacramento. Just a tad outside that strike distance from a guy like Emra Clemente. But still a good opportunity here for Sacramento to retain possession. Obviously the counter by Reno is spectacular. When they spring something, you're almost praying something goes wrong on their end. They are deadly as can be. How can Sacramento counter here? By retaining possession.
Retain possession, and then I think second balls. If you win your second balls, you prevent that breakout, that counterattack from happening. And this is where you need you guys, Elliott Horde, Augustine Caceres, Hayden Partain right now. Those are the guys that need to be active right now and really be thinking on their front studs to get the second ball when it comes out.
Ball driven hard, looking for Clemente, sailed over his head, but Sacramento does get that second ball as you just talked about. Partain now. Partain's gonna loft one in. Good chance for Sacramento. Outstretched Matt Bersano.
It's a good idea. A little bit too much loft on that ball from Partain, but forces Bersano to come out and make a play.
Bersano signed by the Earthquakes in the offseason to a multi-year deal, then was sent to Reno. Allowing 1.2 goals against. Kept on the turf, Wilson Nisha. Haven't seen much of him tonight. Can he get involved? Finds it right through the wickets. Richards got a little bit lucky there. Now it's Hopino. Battling with Clemente. Clemente down to the turf, and the whistle blows by referee Chapalo Street.
Another example right there how quick Reno gets the ball into their strikers. So 3 touches max right there from the back line through the midfield into Hopino's feet.
Last 10 matches now, Kevin. Reno has scored 24 goals, allowed 7, and that includes tonight. They've found something that's working well. Considering they started the season, did not pick up a win until their 6th match of the year. A much different team than what this Republic team even saw in the preseason. Partain and company moving backward. Now Hayden will look up top. Kiffey now. Blackwood, little toe tap. Looking for Caesar there as Hopino comes up to it. And a bad giveaway by Reno. His last deflected by Partain, so Reno will retain possession here with a throw-in. Just to give you an idea of how dangerous this Reno team has been, they're averaging a goal every 37 minutes. A handball by Dane Kelly here. Sacramento, just give you a comparison, scoring every 62 minutes. Luis Felipe, the 21-year-old from New York, comes back to it. He was signed on May 12th and immediately has made an impact for this Reno team. And a foul on Elliott Horde. Elliott Horde's got to be careful, already a yellow card tonight.
That's just silly giveaway. Brent Richards kind of dribbles himself into trouble right there. Elliott Horde just needs to work his feet a little better.
Well, you can follow live stats and more via Twitter. Sac Republic FC. Hashtag tonight is SACVRNO. Set piece, weighing. Back post looking, and it'll sail out of play. The wind may have got a little bit of that as well. The busload of the Battleborn Brigade, that is a supporter group for Reno, also making the trip down today. Gotta love with this rivalry that starting to develop between these two sides. The proximity really developing this inning more than anything else. But you know, the true rivalry still with the Galaxy. High to the boot there. Whistle not blown. Sacramento lucky to keep it here. Looking for Caesar. Caesar at the feet. Caesar. And we've seen Caesar now be more engaging and try to win battles more than we saw him in those first couple of weeks out on the pitch.
Yeah, I bet, you know, I think that's great, but you don't want your striker being noticed for that. You want your striker to be noticed for running the channels, getting him in behind the back four, getting shots on target. But don't get me wrong, a good quality to see him kind of come into his own. A good chance here.
Well, here's Partain. Not the advantage they're hoping for as Wilson Nishon to back it out. Horde and Nishon, not the spacing Paul Buckle is hoping for. Jeremy Hall to the other side to Kiffey now. Kiffey, that strong left foot, drives a hard ball in. Good chook for Sacramento. Mafeka comes up with it, and Hall is chasing, and both players hit the turf hard. And Hall is going to get a booking for that. And the whistle will stop because of the quick restart. But Jeremy Hall now, that is his 5th yellow card. So, or is it going to be on? It is on Hall. So Hall will be suspended for Wednesday's match against Swope Park.
Yeah, I mean, kind of a professional foul right there by Jeremy Hall, pulling Mfeka down from the back. Maybe a little bit harsh for a yellow card. But Jeremy kind of needs to make that foul to slow things down to allow his guys to get back. And how well Reno can break out, you got to be weary about it.
2-1, Reno with the advantage here. Sacramento scored first from Partain on a header sent in from James Kiffey. But then right quickly back, Hopino finding Dane Kelly for his USL leading 16th goal in the season. And then on a set piece, a foul committed by Elliott Horde. And Reno now up 2-1. A great challenge there by Tyler Blackwood. Last touch by Reno. Jeremy Hall with an extra step moving forward. He's already gone for the next match. So he's got to be careful to make sure he stays in this one. Back to Felipe. Felipe, a member of the El Salvadoran national team. Junior Burgos, who's also in the 18, also called to the El Salvadoran team that lost to the United States 2-0 in a friendly earlier this summer. Quality talent on this Reno side. Kelly can't get to it. Christian does. Looking for Blackwood. Merle able to get to it.
Those are the second ball Sacramento needs to figure out a way to get themselves on so you can keep that ball in the final third. It needs to come from probably Jeremy Hall and Partain right there. Needs to step as that ball's played up from your back four. You got to step with the ball and close that distance between you and the strikers. Great run.
Nearhausen started. Felipe got to it. Now it's Hopeno again. We've seen this story. Didn't pan out so well for Sacramento. Dangerous play deep near the byline there. Last touch by Sacramento. So will be a corner kick for Reno.
I mean, Hopeno and Kelly do such a good job of those little runs, those little 15-yard runs as Reno's breaking out and their midfielders have the ball at their feet. Just a little 45-degree angled run through the back four. Hard for back four or defenders to track that. And Reno's done a really good job of executing those runs, and then the way to pass, the way to that entry pass into the stride of that runner has been fantastic tonight.
As Niederhausen at the very end of that. Set piece here for Reno. Chick-fil-A corner kick set in deep. Good chance. Bobbled it by Evan Newton. The whistle blows. Foul committed in the box. And it looks like Jordan Merle wants an explanation of why.
Yeah, he looks like he's battling with Chris Christian right there.
Nike, the official sponsor of the USL. For more information, go to visit NikeSoccer.com. About 10 minutes and change here in the first half of play. Sacramento trailing by a goal. Jeremy Hall and Mafeka battling. Dane Kelly leads the USL in shots taken at 78. Just to give you an idea, Tyler Blackwood has 40 and leading the Republic. How many near misses have we seen from Tyler Blackwood this year? You've got to feel the number 17 for Sacramento should have 3 or 4 more goals. He's got 4 on the year. Can he be effective here tonight? His team trails by a goal. Good battle there again by James Kiffey. Time and time again, he's able to pick up corners just like that.
Yeah, Niederhausen's going to have a tough one tonight dealing with. That's a fun little battle that's kind of brewing over there between the left back and the right back.
Crowd stomping their feet. It's Kiffey to take it. Drills it. Chance for Sacramento. It's bobbling around the box. It's going to be Blackwood with a big swing at it. Now Dane Kelly out to the races.
You see the pace right there by Dane Kelly.
And takes up some of the turf, and now a couple of shoves between Kelly and James Kiffey. And the two have to be separated. And they're still going at it as Jordan Merle comes in to join the conversation. Both players are going to get a talking to. So the referee, Chippewa Street, hard challenge there as both players went for it.
Pretty civil conversation happening right there.
I will say so. And Kevin, this has a playoff match feel to it. I mean, this is a type of match where tempers are up. Both sides want to win. They're feeling like anything that seems a little bit off is going to be taken not so kindly by the other side. So, right call there, no yellow cards?
Yeah, I'm a fan of that. I think both guys both going for a really hard challenge, both go down to the deck. Some guys, might take a little exception, both, Dane and James, but no need for the shoving. But also, I think, there's no reason to pull the card out there. So, have the talking to, point was made.
And they'll play on here. 2 yellow cards already given. Jeremy Hall and Elliot Horde being hit tonight. That means Jeremy Hall will be out on Wednesday against Swope Park. Battling here with Kelly is Hayden. Mafeka back in the middle of the field, finding Felipe. Felipe looking a little off tonight. And now Kelly is down here near the 4th official. And he's holding, it appears to be his right arm. Meanwhile, play has stopped on the other side of the field, and the train staff is going to take a look at him. And he hurt that hand earlier in a collision, along with near Elliott Horde. And now he's holding that right thumb still.
It'd be devastating, really, if it's Reno's sake, if your striker is going to need to be subbed off because of a hand injury or have some work done to him.
So they'll play with 10 as the whistle blows here. About 6 minutes to go here, not including stoppage time at Papa Murphy's Park in this first half of play. Dane Kelly's being attended to. Meanwhile, his Reno teammates trying to make something happen. Matt LaGrassa coming up.
Just out hustles Partain right there. Partain's waiting for the ball. Waiting. And LaGrassa sees a chance.
So Kelly will come back in as he gets some treatment on that right thumb. Bersano, the 24-year-old who went to Oregon State. His first professional season, having a good one for Reno. Good tap here. Dane Kelly, who just came back in the match, looking to strike on goal. Right to the face of Evan Newton with a big save. And Partain goes down, and it's going to be a foul against Lindo Mafeka. And will he be carded? And the crowd is screaming for a yellow. They won't get it.
Yeah, Paul Buckle's up as well. He's asking for that caution.
Crowd screaming for a red card. They're not going to get it.
But what a thunderbolt of a strike there from Dane Kelly.
Heads
so
up,
he drops the hammer on it and right at Evan Newton. Evan Newton had some movement on the ball, a little bit of dip on it. It's a well-struck ball by Dane Kelly right there, and a good save, good reaction save by Evan Newton.
That was a screamer coming at you.
And a great ball in by Mfika. Again, you got both Emra Clementa as well as Elliott Horde competing for the ball. A one-time ball springs Dane Kelly through. And it's like that. Within 3 seconds, you got a shot on target after a turnover.
And Hopino making a break, a little bit of an errant decision by Kiffy. Clementa cleans it up. Sacramento now trying to break their own. Caceres and Wilson Nisha have not been able to break that back line tonight.
Yeah, that ball is a bit of a tweener ball from Augustine Caceres right there. If you're going to find that channel, you got to clip the ball, you got to hit it with pace. You're a bit into the wind.
Horde along that right side. Trying to squeak it through. Brent Richards will throw instead to Jeremy Hall. Kelly coming away with it, just wanted it more. Kelly trying to push it forward, and there'll be a foul called against Sacramento as Kelly just fell. A terrible call out in the open field, and Sacramento's going to pay for it. USL, one of the most prominent second division professional leagues in the world, featuring games, top talent, rising stars. Stay up to date, USLsoccer.com, at USL on Twitter. Tough break there for the Republic.
A continuation foul. It's a bit generous, in my opinion.
I don't even know if he was able to get a foot on him at all. Niederhausen looking. Jeremy Hall, can he push something here? Paul Buckle likes him in this situation. Great ball. His Caesar onside. Bersano able to get it just in the breath of a moment before Caesar's able to get there. Seems you're Paul Buckle. You want to see more of those here tonight, Kevin.
That's that ball. I think that's where Sacramento is so successful.
Quick start after the foul. Kiffy Hopino battling. Kiffy just putting on a clinic out there. Felipe finally put a stop to it. Jeremy Hall, and a whistle is blown as Hopino goes down easily.
I know, it looks like Jeremy Hall shoulder to shoulder right there, wins the ball. Hopino goes down. It's starting, I mean, there's going to be some concern here. You got a couple minutes to go here in this first half, a couple cautions for Sacramento. And that mixed with a wide open game like we're seeing, you're going to see a lot of people pulled down in open space, or a lot of challenges in open space that typically look, oh, here's a chance.
Square ball here, Trevin Caesar, one-on-one. Can he get past Bersano? A little chip shot, puts it in. Reshot with the follow-up, it's blocked. Sacramento can't convert. They remain with possession. Hayden Partain, and it's Miro who touched it with his hand in the box. Unbelievable. We've seen it, almost all of it here. Dane Kelly slipping. It'll be a throw for Sacramento. Somehow, Caesar wasn't able to score, but Sacramento trying to make something happen. The follow-up, not only by Nisha, but Blackwood, could not be converted, and it remains 2-1.
I don't even know where to begin. I mean, a pretty horrendous attempt on target there by Trevin Caesar on the 1v1 chance with Bersano. Elects to go for a little bit of chip. Just want to see him pass it to the side of the net, and followed up by Wilson Nisha. Wilson does a great job, puts a lot of power and weight behind it. Unfortunately for him, Reno's there to clear the ball off the line. Merle goes down at some point. Looks like a handball. I mean, bottom line, Sacramento needs to put that thing in the back of the net.
Here's Reno looking to put one on here on a set piece. Back post, Christian battling, gets ahead to it. Matt LaGrassa will chase.
Take your chances, Rob. You present themselves, you've got to take your chance.
Ball sent in hard again. Gilmore services stoppage time, 1 minute. Sacramento breaking again. Nisha, a little bit of a nifty move, moves it forward for Blackwood. Has Caesar to his right. Blackwood can't skirt it through. A big stop from Niedervausen. Well,
so frustrating. So, I mean, they're doing a great job breaking out. Sacramento does. Just that final pass, the final shot, the final decision.
Dane Kelly looking for more. He's already got one tonight. Finding Felipe. Felipe with a little chip, finding number 9. Pushing him off the line is Emra Clementa, who wins the ball. Don't forget, you can stay up to date with USL Coast to Coast. Mike Watts, 4 o'clock Pacific, channel 85 on Sirius XM. USLsoccer.com for more details. One minute of Gilmore services stoppage time, and that is it. So Sacramento with a great chance to lock it up at 2 before the locker room. They can't get it. The Boo Birds come out from the fans here at Papa Murphy's Park. Well, an exciting 45 minutes of play. Will it be matched in the second half of play? Don't go anywhere. We've got a great halftime show coming up for you as well, including a feature regarding Wilson Nisha that you won't want to miss. That's all coming up right here on the CW31.
At US Bank, we believe one small change can echo throughout an entire community. That's why we proudly support, invest, and volunteer in communities like yours. Because the changes we make today,
Can you hear me?
shape the possibilities of tomorrow. US Bank, the power of possible.
Now at the Honda Summerbration sales event, you can get a great deal on a Honda Fit and kick summer up to a whole new level. Make it a summer to remember at the Honda Summerbration sales event today. Hurry in and get a great deal on a Honda Fit from KBB.com's best value brand at your local Honda dealer.
Papa Murphy's Law of the F word. No, this F word. Here's the deal. If it comes from a freezer, not fresh. Box, not fresh. Bag, not fresh. Fresh means vegetables that start the day as whole vegetables. Cheese that's grated from a block, not poured from a bag. Fresh means we don't even have ovens, because you have an oven. So you can feel good about feeding it to your bingo. Home bake a large barbecue chicken pizza featuring KC Masterpiece barbecue sauce. Just $11. Papa Murphy's.
Welcome back to Papa Murphy's Park here. An exciting 45 minutes of action between Reno and Sacramento. The 1868 with a 2-1 advantage. Here we are at the halftime show. We appreciate you tuning in here. And let's take a look here at our first half stats. And what a match it has been between these two sides. Back and forth. And 54% of possession owned by Sacramento with the 2 goals, the biggest differentiator here. But each side with plenty of opportunities, Kevin.
Yeah, plenty of opportunities. Start off the first 10-15 minutes, Sacramento, end-to-end game. Sacramento's able to get the goal, the first goal of the game. Hayden Partain, a great ball in by James Skiffy, and a really nice finish by Hayden Partain into the back of the net.
All right, let's take a look at our NorCal Honda halftime highlights here. And early on here, Sacramento with that goal, Partain with a beauty. And then if you look at right back, no rest for the weary. Dane Kelly came in with a beautiful header.
Yeah, the ball from that right side, Sacramento's left side, probably it might have gone out of bounds. Linesman doesn't put his flag up, but a good finish by Dane Kelly. See him square his body up and just power the ball into the back of the net with his head, equalizing things at 1-1.
And then Reno quickly right after the foul, driven by Elliott Hoard just outside the box. And it is Reno's Chris Wayan who makes it 2-1.
With a beautiful set piece, wonderfully taken free kick. Evan Newton can't even move because it's hit so hard and with such accuracy into the back of the net for Sacramento.
And to Sacramento with another big save coming up is Evan Newton would again be tested, and he has had to be on his toes all night long.
Yeah, a thunderbolt of a strike from Dane Kelly as well.
And then meanwhile, you saw a back and forth match between these two sides, Kevin, and it just didn't stop. The shots on goal, the wide open play, and here we go. It's Caesar, just as you say, caught in between 2 minds.
Caught between 2 minds. It looks like he just doesn't know. You need to make your mind up and execute it. Just looks like he's second guessing himself, and then the follow up by Wilson Nishaw. Can't find the back of the net. Maybe a handball in the box. Whole bunch of action in the last 1 or 2 minutes of this half. Unlucky for Sacramento not to equalize things, and we talked about it. They need to finish. They need to finish their opportunities and chances.
All right, well, what a first half action here. An exciting 45 minutes of play here between these two sides. No doubt about you hope to see more of that coming up here. And so one of those strikers that we're hoping to see more of in the second half of play is Wilson Nishaw, a guy that has come on the scene late last year, started scoring goals, and really made an impact here, has been a starter pretty much throughout 2017 here in this season. And here, let's learn a little bit more about Wilson Nishaw.
I'm Wilson Nishaw, striker for Sacramento Republic FC. Born and raised in Darlington, Northern England. My brother, Jackson, he's a year older than me. Mum and dad, Terry and Shirley. So I started playing football when I was 4, and my dad actually ran a club, but even though I was good enough, I would never actually join for a team until I was 7. I finished school when I was 16. First signing was Middlesbrough. When I signed my professional deal, that was massive. I was playing in England, I was doing well, but when I got the call and I came over here and I saw this and I saw the atmosphere, I saw the fans, I saw the whole Sacramento thing, the Republic thing that we've all got going on. I mean, it's quite a hard place to say no to. When you create a player on FIFA and you can choose like different celebrations and things like that, so I was scrolling through all the celebrations. I spent like half an hour looking for this right celebration for my FIFA player, and I was like, that one looks good. So then I scored against LA that weekend, and I'm like, what should I do? Boom, FIFA celebration, Archer. Next thing I know, I've got people calling me the Arden Archer and everything like that, and then, yeah, you got to roll when something's good. If it's not broke, don't fix it, right? I'm happy at Sacramento, Sacramento is cool, right? That's true. Sacramento's cool. This place is becoming home, It's a loving and warming place, and you can't help but feel embraced by everything here. Yeah, definitely.
This is your RAM Auto Update.
Summer means savings at the Roseville Auto Mall's pre-owned summer clearance sale. Choose from nearly 2,000 of the finest pre-owned vehicles in Northern California.
We got a great deal. We definitely got what we wanted.
Talk about savings. We have over 75 pre-owned vehicles priced under $10,999 in stock.
I got an amazing deal.
I got exactly what I wanted. I feel like I got a fantastic deal.
Don't miss out on the incredible savings during the pre-owned summer clearance sale at the Roseville Auto Mall. Driven to be the best.
Isaac Hu has mastered gravity-defying moves to amaze his audience.
Great show. Here you go.
Now he's added a new routine, making depositing a check seem so effortless. Easy to use Chase technology for whatever you're trying to master.
Isaac, are you ready?
Yeah. Chase, so you can.
Nissan is the premier partner of the Heisman Trophy, and we surprised fans with this award-winning lineup.
Marcus Allen.
Are you guys ready to go train with us? Let's go do it.
Then they experienced Nissan's award-winning lineup.
Stop for it.
That's incredible.
It's Nissan's bottom line model year-end event. For a limited time, lease the Rogue family today, starting at just $159 per month.
Will you take me to the Nissan dealership?
For centuries, few have been brave enough to face the Riptide. Until now. Golfland Sunsplash is home to Riptide, the 6-story raft ride everyone's talking about, with an adrenaline rush of thrills, chills, and fun. Don't miss Riptide, along with the 6-story freefall on Double Dare, plus Thunder Falls, Master Blaster, and Storm Rider. That's over 30 rides and attractions for the whole family, only at Golfland Sunsplash in Roseville. Get your online savings today at golfland.com.
Here we are, our eyes wide open. We see the road ahead. We're part of something bigger. We're the dreamers, the heroes, the ones who change our communities, build our cities, are passionate about compassion. There are more like you here than unlike you. So take hold and see yourself in the present. See that vision unfold among others. Redefine the possible. Redefine you.
News, traffic, weather, and this.
All day.
And this.
Here we go. Oh, yeah. You realize that's my truck. Game.
And this.
It's not weird if Darwin puts his face and mouth on your ears. It's only weird if you like it.
And this.
You guys, the gelato strike is here! Yay! Yay!
Good day. Every morning on CW31.
You each drive a Ford pickup, right?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to show you a next generation pickup.
Awesome. Let's do this.
The bed is made of high-strength steel, which is less susceptible to punctures than aluminum.
The stronger, the better.
And best of all, this new truck is actually the current Chevy Silverado.
It's the Chevy Summer Drive. Current Chevy owners and lessees get a total value over $11,000 or get 0% financing for 60 months on this Silverado All-Star. See your greater Sacramento area Chevy dealers.
If you like hot dogs but hamburgers too, Wiener Schnitzel's new burgers are just for you. We've got burgers, 4 different burgers.
We kind of always had them, but they're way better now.
New burgers, new burgers, our new flavors. Our new burgers are made the Wiener Schnitzel way. That means they're good.
Wiener Schnitzel's burgers are better than ever. Whether you're craving barbecue bacon or blazing guac, our 4 burgers are a mouthful of yum. Only at Wiener Schnitzel.
Welcome back to Papa Murphy's Park here tonight. A beautiful night for soccer, and it has been a fun one here on the pitch between two teams looking to charge their way to the top of the Western Conference standings. Reno with the advantage 2-1 here as we are at the break. Now let's take a look at our upcoming schedule for Sacramento and the Republic. Right back in action on Wednesday right here at Papa Murphy's Park against Swope Park, and that is the Sporting Kansas City affiliate. And so big one there, though. Jeremy Hall will not be able to be in the lineup because of the yellow card he earned tonight, his 5th on the season. And then at Phoenix on Saturday, August 26th. Let's take a look at Reno now. Reno, they're going to host Swope Park on Saturday, and then they've got Orange County. So for Reno and Sacramento battling out here, each team with some pretty vital games coming up.
Yeah, vital games is right. You got, at this point, you don't have many opportunities or many chances to make mistakes or catch up and try to make up points. So right now, I mean, every game is going to be vitally important for these two sides, especially playing Swope Park, a team that's within striking distance of both of these teams here tonight.
Now let's take a look at these Life Storage standings here, and Real Monarchs running away with it, 52 points, but there you are, Swope Park at 41, Reno right now at 36, and then you have Sacramento right there with 34.
Yeah, a couple games in hand throughout the course of this, so I mean, there's a lot of fluctuation that's going to happen through the course of the next few weeks, but tell you what, points are at a premium right now.
Well, it's hard to look at. Let's take a look now at our USL power rankings. Sacramento, you look at it, you think, oh, wow, they're 5th in the West. But overall, Sacramento, one of the best clubs in the USL right now.
Yeah, definitely in the upper echelon of all of USL clubs, Sacramento is. And really, you got Real Monarchs and San Antonio in the West, kind of leading the charge and doing a real good job of putting that Western Conference in a good position.
And what a match between those two teams is going to have here. In Sacramento, we talked about that upcoming schedule. What you have is Swope Park. You're going on the road to Phoenix. And you've got teams here. You've got 12 left, including this one. 7 of them are going to be played here at Papa Murphy's Park. Clearly, Paul Buckle wants to be in the Final 8. And ultimately, the chances at USL Cup on the line here. So for Sacramento, how do you continue to build points, build momentum, and not get too down if you do snag a loss here, because many of these teams here just continue to win. I mean, Reno has been almost unstoppable in the last 9 matches.
Yeah, I think this is not your typical season where these guys, you got these two clubs kind of running away with it, or I mean, really with the one club, the Real Monarchs, that is. And then below them, you have the logjam from San Antonio, you know, all the way down essentially to OKC. And, you know, there's really 11 points separating those guys, and that's can be made up in 3 to 4 weeks. And so, I mean, not your typical situation here in the West right now, but all you can do is focus on yourself week in and week out and go out there and try to make up and gain as many points as possible and not drop any, really. That's where you start to see that losses becoming a huge thing as opposed to a draw. So it's fighting every game, tooth and nail, scraping for every point possible, going out there and really trying to get yourself in that top 4 position.
All right, well, let's not look too far ahead here. Let's look at the next 45 minutes of play here and review what you saw in that first 45 minutes of play. When you go back to your Chevy keys to the match, how do you think Sacramento fared?
Yeah, I think they did a lot of things nicely. We knew, or we thought this game was going to be end-to-end and wide open. So I think that's why I wanted to think about it, or I was thinking about all week, about attacking safely. I think they've done a decent job at that, but still, how quick Reno is, or how nicely they can have the ability to go from back to front within, 2 to 3 touches, 4 touches to get the ball from their back 4 up to Dane Kelly in a good position. So really, Sacramento, I think, attack even safer and make sure that Jeremy Hall's staying home, and a lot of communication is really going to help that situation. Win the second ball battles. I think Sacramento could do a better job, especially when you're trying to move the ball into that attacking third. And finish chances, obviously the last couple minutes right there. It's a golden opportunity to level things with a completely different energy and atmosphere in the locker room for the last 15 minutes and a different discussion on what we should do in the second half. So really unfortunate for Sacramento not to be able to grab that goal and put the ball in the back of the net. So yeah, I mean, decent effort so far in terms of keys to the game. Need to do better at finishing chances and need to win more second balls and just be more cautious when you're going forward.
Sacramento has only 1 win on the year after trailing at the break. Can they make it 2? They'll need a spectacular performance the next 45 minutes. It's been a great one here in the first 45. Now Sacramento switching sides to the north end of the field. No substitutions from either side, poked away by Felipe. And Caesar will get up slow. Again, remind you, Reno with 36 points, Sacramento with 34, just 2 points separating these two teams. A little nifty move here from Blackwood and Kiffey as well. Caesar gets tripped up. Caesar stays on his feet, goes down hard as LaGrassa, and a foul is called in a good place for Sacramento.
Yeah, I think Trevin Caesar's got a little point here. No caution on that. I tell you what, LaGrassa does a really good job defensively, but Trevin Caesar's a half a step quicker than LaGrassa is, and is able to get his foot between LaGrassa and the ball, forcing LaGrassa to get some of Trevin Caesar's leg.
There's a left back, James Kiffey.
I like to see one have a strike from here with the wind at your back.
Matt Persano has made a good save. Evan Newton's made a couple. This one's lofted in. Just a late arriving was Emerald Clemente. This one's cut right back in. Here's Christian with a chance. A big swing from Caesar. Christian able to get to it and poked up and away by Hopino.
Yeah, good second ball in by Partain. Wins the second ball, settles it, puts it right back in the mixer.
Those can be so deadly.
It's easy to lose track of your runners in those situations. When that ball's cleared, you're kind of thinking you got to clear your line. Foul given there. Not sure exactly why. But it's so easy to lose sight of your mark and your man as that second ball's coming in. So you got to clear your lines and get yourself away from the goal mouth if you're one of the defenders in those situations. At the same time, you got to keep your eyes out for where your guy is.
Matt Persano, originally from Arizona. Has his team right now ahead 2-1. Kelly and Way in for Reno. Partain for Sacramento. Republic struck first in the 15th minute. To the right side, Blackwood. Horde collecting, Horde stalled. Sends a cross in, looking for Caesar that time, as Mafeka comes down with it. Gambling was Clemente, and it paid off there. Horde now, Nisha. Ball sent in hard now to play. I want to remind you, if you want to see the entire feature, go to the Republic YouTube page for that whole feature with Wilson Nisha. Tower Bridge Battalion back beating their drums, trying to get this Republic side back locked up. They've got plenty of time here. Dane Kelly stepping in front is Christian. Casares finding Caesar. Caesar will send it back to Kiffey now. Nobody circling runs for the Republic. It gets stagnant here. Christian's having to move it up. And an errant play and another mistake by Sacramento. Here's a 27-year-old Niederhauser. Kelly trying to find Mafeka. Now it's Sacramento. Nike, the official sponsor of the USL. For more information, visit nikesoccer.com. Public with a slight advantage in possession. Can they do something with it here in the second half? Caesar lets it through. Kelly looking over his shoulder, has Hopino in stride. Flag stays down, colliding with Clemente, holding Clemente, no whistle blown.
Yeah, they're both grabbing. That's a really good job there by Emerald Clemente. A poor first touch by Hopino, but a good chance once again for Reno.
Little diagonal ball from Hall, and hard goes Niederhausen into Casares. Won't get the call. Kiffey asking for Caesar to come up. Just seems Sacramento off a little bit here. Cutting inside. Kiffey trying to make something happen. Has a little bit of room now. Circling around is Blackwood. Back goes Kiffey with the right foot into the arms of Bersano.
Well done by Kiffey right there. On the weaker right foot. Sees a little seam right there. Is able to put his laces through the back of the ball. Right at Bersano, but still good weight behind that shot on the weaker right foot by James Kiffey, and a good run, kind of diced through the middle of the park right there.
At his feet, anyone better than James Kiffey on this Republic side? I haven't seen it quite yet. Kelly now and a chance to break Mafeka. Hopino poked it away. Emerald Clemente has done that several times tonight. He's come up big. The captain for this Republic side has been met with Kelly and Hopino quite a few times. Alongside Kevin Goldthwait and Rob McAllister here tonight. Appreciate you joining us. One of the biggest matches between these two sides you'll likely see this year. Both fighting for playoff position. Deep in this August run. Wilson Nishan making a nice move inside, finding Caesar. Quick first touch. Caesar with an opportunity. It's deflected and blocked again. Republic not done yet as Blackwood tries to give it a go. Bersano is down. 1868 players are down, and Sacramento can't get a shot on goal. Merle is down. Looks like Wayne's down, and Bersano is down. And finally the whistle blows and the referee stops play. And the crowd here does not like it, and the Republic coaching staff is furious as well.
Yeah, it's tough when your goalkeeper goes down and your referees is put in a really awkward position.
3 1868 players go directly down to the turf. And now we're going to show how it all happened.
Yeah, Merle
Kevin, we've been doing this for 4 years now. I don't think we've seen the quality of plays that we've seen. So many different things happening within a span of 10 seconds.
Yeah, and then going back to this, the buildup of this play is great by Sacramento. With Wilson Nisha out on the left, takes a move into his right, finds a nice little slotted ball into the stride of Trevin Caesar. Trevin Caesar has a good first touch, tries to open up the hips and find that far post. Bersano's able to come out and make himself as big as he can, makes a great save. So a little worse for the wear from that. And all sorts of stuff going on, and you got
and now Ian Russell is
having some words with some fans.
Yeah. It's getting a little chippy at PMP here.
Tell you what, another 35 minutes to go as well.
And I think the fans' gripe here is that you had 3 Reno players down, and now all 3 of them are pretty much staying in the game and appear to be okay.
Yeah, Morel was holding his leg as though he did his knee. Bersano was rolling around in the goal box as well.
And the intensity only increasing here, and the Republic players a little furious.
Yeah,
Chipolo Street trying to calm it down.
Yeah, I don't think there's any intent there by any of the Reno guys. It's just kind of a product of the situation where happened to be in front of their goal. Yes, goalkeeper goes down. Sacramento was still, the ball cleared out to midfield. You know, I don't take too much offense to what Reno did right there, to be honest.
And now the Republic side and the Reno side, the assistants each having a conversation. And they're not about dinner plans. Little misplay here. A chance for Dane Kelly and Chris Christian going shoulder to shoulder, and the side official calling a foul, and Chris Christian angrily sends it in to the score or the ad boards here, and that'll be a yellow card against Chris Christian. And now he is out on Wednesday, as that's his 5th of the year.
And if I remember correctly, I think last week in Portland, right, he had a silly yellow card, and this is another. I'm not sure if he's getting the yellow card for the foul or his reaction afterwards. I can tell you what, the reaction afterwards does not help his case at all. For the referee to keep the yellow card in his pocket, needs to be a little bit more disciplined in those situations.
Okay, so frustrations are clearly increasing.
They're mounting,
for Sacramento.
exactly. Tensions are mounting.
How do you calm them down?
Well, this is where you need your staff, your coaching staff, your captain to be out there and all have level heads. Tell you what, you know, Paul's a bit of an emotional manager, which tends to sometimes fire up your players a little bit more. Jeremy needs to be in there. Jeremy's got experience. Jeremy's played in a lot of games professionally. I'd like to see him kind of calming his guys down a little bit. As right now, it'll continue to get worse before it gets better.
Chris weighing over it. Weighing sends it deep and high, and that's going to go into the stands.
God, man, for how well he hit that set piece goal, his services in the box from set pieces tonight have not been quality.
Good play hustler by Dane Kelly, and sends it out of play. Last time Republic gave up 2 goals was in a win over Rio Grande Valley. It was a 6-2 win here at Papa Murphy's Park. And that came in July. Along the line, trying to get over the top, looking for Caesar. Pressuring from behind is Nisha. Mafeka for Reno. Reno to the middle. Back out wide to Felipe. Little 50-50 there, ball. Reno able to come up with it. Hopino. USL, one of the most prominent second division professional leagues in the world, featuring rising stars, top talent. Stay up to date. USLsoccer.com, at USL on Twitter. Casares. Caesar's in front of him, has Blackwood to his right. Poked away by Reno as they slow the Republic attack. Give a lot of credit to that back line for Reno tonight. They've been able to do that to Nisha and Caesar a couple times. Slow that attack when it looks like Sacramento's got something working. Caesar to the left against Felipe. Felipe pokes it through. To the middle they go with Partain, who has the lone Sacramento goal tonight. Lofted in, chance for Republic. Hopino on the counter now. And Hall just picked his pocket, and now Sacramento looking for a chance to go something here the other way.
It's really well defended by Jeremy Hall.
Kiffey looking to loft one in. Good chance for Sacramento, and it's just through as Blackwood missed a big opportunity there, and he's a little frustrated with himself.
That's a really good look right there. Wonderful ball in by James Kiffey. You see Matt Persano takes 1 or 2 steps out, immediately stops and realizes he's not going to have a chance to get to the ball. Puts himself kind of in no man's land. And Blackwood just can't put it on target. But a great ball in by James Kiffey.
Nearly an hour gone by. We're stuck at a 2-1 Reno advantage here. This game has been back and forth, wide open. It's been fun to watch, and two teams that are out here to win. There's no development stages out here. These guys are picking up 3 points. That's the #1 goal. Partain, little square ball here. Can Kiffey get to it? Able to find him on a soft dribbler. Kiffey now working one-on-one. Gets it past Felipe again. Kiffey.
Pull the trigger.
A chance for Sacramento.
James Kiffey, just pull the trigger. On the right foot or the left foot, either one, you got to make up your mind and serve the ball. Put it on target near Bersano or just fire it across the face of the goal. Look for some sort of deflections.
And Reno's substitution here.
Reno 1868 FC substitution in the 60th minute.
And it looks like it'll be Mark Pelosi. Substitution brought to you by Jiffy Lube. And so Luis Felipe's night is over. And last touch by Reno, a throw for Sacramento. Felipe, who has been solid for this team, did not look as sharp as I thought he had been in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, quiet night for him.
Good sign for Republic fans. It's been Lindo Mafeka who's been very good in this first half of play, and we haven't seen much from the second half. Can Sacramento retain possession here and get one on the board? They took the lead early on in the 5th minute. It was Dane Kelly right back at him. Then a foul by Elliott Horde set up Chris Wayne just outside the box. And a perfect strike that snuck underneath the bar. Clementa playing with it to the right side now. Sacramento trying to make something happen here. Their own 18, here's a chance. Blackwood goes up, down to the turf. Hardy goes. Now it's Kiffey into the box. Push down, no foul call, no play it on.
Tell you what, that starts with Blackwood on the ball in. From that right side, Elliott Horde, wonderful ball, and I think Blackwood probably gets undercut a little bit. Not sure who from Reno is getting underneath him as he's going up to win the ball in the air. Still think Blackwood probably should have a better chance or make a better effort to get his head on the ball, and it comes back out. James Kiffey going 1v1, no call fouled again, or no foul called again. Sacramento, 2 legitimate chances, legitimate looks for a penalty. And the referee,
questionable handball.
Chapalo Street, elects to keep that whistle in his pocket.
Questionable handball in the box earlier, too, in the first half at the end. A foul by Wilson Nishaw, and Pelosi draws it, and the crowd is getting visibly upset, no doubt about it, by referee Chapalo Street. Season ticket holder celebration coming up Sunday. That is tomorrow. Exclusive event for season ticket holders will be held at the Rail Yards. You got RSVP. Goal at sacrepublicfc.com. So Trevin Caesar's night has come to an end, and it'll be Harry Williams who will replace him.
Pretty quiet night for Trevin Caesar, Rob. I think Reno did a good job.
Linda Mafeka.
I think Reno did a really good job of shutting him down and not letting him make those runs that he's been so successful with.
Partain lofted up over the top for Nishaw. Nishaw will track it down. Casares behind him. Casares sending one into the box. Nobody home, easy play for LaGrassa. Dane Kelly with a quick touch. Still a chance for Sacramento. They have dominated possession here in the second half. To the right side, it's Horde. Horde will send one. Too deep and far.
Yeah, Elliott knows it there. It's good build up. Sacramento's got some momentum right now. Kind of takes the wind out of the sails a little bit when you have one of your outside backs or guys on the flanks putting a cross out for a goal kick.
What can Harry Williams bring you here as a substitute in the 64th minute?
I think Harry right now, more than anything, I think he's going to bring you a little bit of different bite, a little edge. It seems to be chomping at the bit to get more minutes. So now's a chance for him to come out here and show Paul that he belongs in the starting lineup or deserves to get more minutes. So hopefully he can come in there and provide some quality in that final third, and his decision making and his execution when he is in that final third. I think Harry does a great job, and so hopefully tonight he can kind of get the ball, run at defenders, make the right decisions tonight, and hopefully connect and pair up nicely with Wilson Nishaw.
Well, in the 4-diamond too, we'll probably see Williams sit back behind Blackwood and Nishaw, and that's exactly what is taking place. A good defensive play by Clementa. He has been fantastic tonight at the center back position. Hopino keeping it in play.
So Clementa just pushed all his chips all in right there. Does a good job.
2-1 Reno here. Chance of We Are the Republic coming from the Tower Bridge Battalion. Casares looking for Partain. Republic back at Papa Murphy's Park on Wednesday. Kickoff 8 o'clock. Tickets start at $20. Buy your tickets and learn more at sacrepublicfc.com. A big match here tonight. Another big one coming up as Swope Park is currently in 3rd place in the West. Do not miss that one. Slipping and falling is LaGrassa. A chance for Sacramento here. Lucky to get that one back.
That's the difference between Reno and Sacramento tonight right there. Reno's done a really good job of executing on those plays when they have a chance to break things out, making the right decisions and executing those things. I think right there's a good microcosm of the game where Augie's just not on the same page with Wilson Nishaw. There's a good opportunity for Sacramento to really break.
Opportunities like that from Jeremy Hall will keep them in this one. Good switch, finding Kiffey. Kiffey. Nobody making a run.
It's a tough one. All the guys are making their runs, timing their runs off James Kiffey, assuming he's going to serve that ball with his left foot as he does like 95, 99% of the time. We see him cut back to the right. All the runs have already been made. Too short of a time to try to recycle those runs. Would have liked to see maybe Hayden Partain on that back post with a delayed run to crash in there. So that ball would have been in a prime position for that sort of run to be made.
Partain wins it. Reno controls. Pelosi. Finding Mafeka. Niederhausen. Back to Mafeka. Working well. Reno here in some space. Niederhausen again. Down low. Cross chance for Sacramento, or for the Reno 1868. And Hopeno just sends it high and out of the park almost. Missed opportunity for the 1868.
Tell you what, it's good runs by Reno right there on that right side. Good build up, the ball pulled back towards the penalty spot. And a tough ball really to hit well and hit on target as Hopeno. His technique lets him down and the ball sails well over the goal.
Don't forget Catch Good Day. Monday through Friday starting at 4:30. On the weekends they start at 7 o'clock. They've got it all. News, weather, traffic, and of course some of the most fun you'll ever see on morning television. Good Day Sacramento starts at 4:30. Republic to the right side now. Blackwood cutting it back in. Wide open space. Harry Williams, his first touch. Bobbling into the box. Can he make something happen? Dribbled away, and he may have earned a corner, and he does. First Chick-fil-A corner kick of the second half for Sacramento. Sacramento had gone 345 minutes before allowing a goal. And that was Dane Kelly who broke that streak. Left-footed strike from Kiffey here. Looking for a chance. Sacramento to even this one. Jeremy Hall with a little dink up over the top. Christian got to it. A follow-up by Hayden Partain just isn't there. And another substitution coming for Sacramento. And it's Elliott Horde who comes out. And it's the newcomer, Matt Wiesenfarth. And they're probably going to see Jeremy Hall move to the right back position, I imagine.
Yeah, actually,
or maybe Hall to the center back and Clemente to the right back.
68 FC substitution in the 69th minute.
So Emra Clemente, who has not played the right back position since coming back from that injury because of the play of Elliott Horde. And now a substitution, and I think Sacramento's okay to see this as Lindo Mafeka is out and Setka Sipley from Rockland High School comes in. Good aggressive play by Chris Christian. Mistakes starting to pile up for Sacramento, Kevin.
Yeah, I mean, we see a lot tonight, those mistakes that happened in that final third.
Still plenty of time for Sacramento here. Kiffey. Blackwood. Back to Kiffey, inside the box. Being squeezed, somehow it finds Casares. Sipley, a star at Cal Berkeley, back in Northern California where he also went to high school. Looking for some space, the cross sent in by Sacramento. Hopeno goes to the turf, Clemente able to clean it up. Wiesenfarth trying to thread it through to Harry Williams.
Reno's back four is being tested right now. They're doing a really good job. A really organized back four too. You see a flat line all across the back.
And Matt Wiesenfarth, who started against the Timbers too in his first match for the Republic. came over in the PDL. It's been fantastic. Here he is again, inside the area. Just missed, played it there, and this one sent out of the crowd. Interesting about Matt Wiesenfarth is Paul Buckle telling us that Matt sent him an email early on and said how he could help the Sacramento Republic, how he would be able to get them scoring some more goals, and Paul said he didn't forget about this. This one's got to play and a throw for Reno. So they came back, gave him another chance because he was so passionate and was very detailed about how the style of play would fit the Republic. Here he is. Probably should have got an assist last week, and now he has an opportunity to play a key role at the down stretch.
I tell you what, do what you can to get in front of some coaches. Pretty interesting approach. It's funny though, sometimes you do those things and you don't know how much of an effect it has. It clearly had something to do with his situation now and had an effect on Paul.
Wiesenfarth, star Jesuit, went on to UC Davis. Emra Clementa, hard cross sent in. Wiesenfarth goes up for it, a corner kick for Sacramento.
Yeah, Wiesenfarth in a good position on a good run and a good ball in by Emra Clementa.
And those are the power strikes we see from that right-footed Clementa. The Bay Area native has 2 goals on the season. Good strike there, playing a right back position as Elliott Horde came out and Wiesenfarth came in. Paul Buckle looking for some extra firepower, hoping to tie it up here. Ball sent in, chance for Christian, battles around, and nope. Can't make it happen. Partain now, back for Clementa.
That's a good look by Chris Christian off that corner kick. Just mistimes his jump, probably trying to hit it too hard.
Stay up to date, latest USL news and notes. USL Coast to Coast, Mike Watts, Mondays, 4 o'clock Pacific, channel 85 on your SiriusXM radio. Don't forget, they'll also air the game of the week, USLsoccer.com. Sacramento's own possession here, Kevin. Dane Kelly and company have been keeping quiet. Seth Kasipli making a good run defensively here. Can the Republic break through? They scored first. Hayden Partain. The game's first goal seems so long ago. That was in the 15th minute now. Gotta love the energy that Partain and Wiesenfarth have brought to this club here in these last couple weeks.
Yeah, good midseason additions for sure.
Not easy to find either. They've seemed to fit this club very well. Wiesenfarth. He's got a little space here. Williams. Good looking ball. Finding Clementa. Cross set in. Last deflected off of the Republic, and it's a goal kick.
Great ball in and great combination play. A little diagonal run there from Emra Clementa, kind of backdooring it. And Harry Williams sees it. Both on the same page. Love that pass from Harry Williams, and that's what we talked about. I think that's what he brings to the table when he comes in. He's got the ability to make the right decision in that final third. Pretty unfortunate for Sacramento as the ball's deflected off of Emra for a goal kick. But still, good run and a good opportunity there.
Wiesenfarth and Partain not the only recent signings for Sacramento. They just announced this week as well as a foul is called on Chris Christian against Dane Kelly. But the signing of Quincy Butler, a 15-year-old, he's on the USL roster, which is known as the Academy Player and Professional Team Contract, which basically means he can keep his amateur status, but he'll be training with the Republic. And so, again, the Academy products continue to be funneled up through in the future on the top of the minds of this training staff. Ball up high, here's Hopino battling with Christian. A corner kick for Reno. Very good here as well. Wayne, one of the best at his feet here on set pieces. As Reno leads 2-1 in this one. And Clementa and Pelosi having words as they jostle along that line here. And Referee, Chippewa Street, going to have a conversation with everyone. It's been an active night for Chippewa Street. Chris weighing over here on the Chick-fil-A corner kick. Rare opportunities for Reno here in the second half. Ball driven hard and low, looking for a back heel was LaGrassa. Circling now, another chance for Reno, and it sails and tags the ad board here, and it'll be a corner kick for Reno one more time. It was last deflected off of Republic. Breeze starting to pick up a little bit. Sacramento may be using their third and final substitution here in a moment. Maybe Sammy Ochoa checking in. Casipli to take it. Lofts it high. Looking for LaGrassa. Cleared away by Sacramento, James Kiffey. Dane Kelly nearly gave it away. Pelosi giving chase to Christian. And out of play for Reno. And here it is. So Augustine Caceres will come out. It will be Sammy Ochoa. Ochoa did not travel with the team to Portland last week. He's in as a substitute in the 78th minute here tonight. He has been very good in making his case known. He should get more time for Paul Buckle. 5 goals, 5 assists on the year. And a foul is called on the right side. If you're a season ticket holder, a reminder, renew your seats 2018 season by October 10th. That's 10/10 is the deadline to renew. By renewing your seats, you'll have MLS Tier 1 priority seating at the new MLS Stadium. You can also opt in for season's playoff tickets. Check it out, sacrepublicfc.com, or call the front office at 307-6100. Was a ball driven low, Jeremy Halt. And again, the second ball coming back to Reno. Ball lifted in this time. Chance into the area. Pelosi can't get to it. Casipli finally with a quick touch. Reno with a good opportunity here. Down low they go, poked it just wide. And Sacramento lucky to catch a break.
Good ball in by Brent Richards. Looks like it's going towards Pelosi. And Pelosi kind of full extension, can't redirect it in the back of the net.
Caesar was not able to get it over Matt Bersano to tie it 2 apiece, and then the Republic not able to convert early on the second half. Wilson Nishaw working against LaGrassa. 2 guys who went in practice several times last year. James Kiffey turns into coverage. And Kiffey has a little bit of trouble and nowhere to go, and Dane Kelly takes a hard one to the lower back. And while the crowd doesn't like it, the elbow from James Kiffey did strike him fairly hard in that lower back. Reno still playing with it. And while their striker is down on the turf, they're going to finally then send it out of play. And so Dane Kelly will come out. It will be Brian Brown to come in. Brian Brown, with the unbelievable goal, may have been the play of the week against San Antonio. Just takes it after applying pressure. Was able to beat the goalkeeper and slot it home. Two goals, 3 assists on the year. Blackwood, little toe tap, wasn't good in the run. Hopino looking over his shoulder. Casipli running with him. Hopino. Emmerich Clementa again and again coming up big, poking it away. Right side, Brian Brown looking for his third. Has 3 assists on the year as well. Near the byline, pokes it high and Flag goes up. It'll be a corner kick for Reno. Stay up to date, latest USL news, coast to coast. Mike Watts, Mondays, 4 o'clock Pacific, channel 85 on your Sirius XM radio. USL soccer dates and times. They also do the game of the week. Gossipli. Can Sacramento break here? Partain looking upfield. Has Wiesenfar to his left. Harry Williams at the foot now.
Running away from him, you know. Harry's going to need some help in that situation. I want to see Wiesenfar try to link up a little better. There's a goal to be had here, though, Rob. Whether it's going to be for Reno or for Sacramento, there's a goal to be had.
Ball driven hard. A good look from Emra Clementa as he had Partain crashing as well, and Barsano just played it better.
As I think Emra's motioning there, looking for someone to make a near post run.
Elliot Horde has been so solid. You see a different look from Emra Clementa. What do you get from Emra?
Yeah, Emra, I think you might get just a little bit better quality in that final third on those services in the box. Defensively, good one-on-one defender.
Hopino angling in. Niederhausen able to keep it in play, and just throwing him down to the turf is James Kiffey, an easy call. Frustrations were mounting at nearly an all-time high. Republic seemed to have calmed themselves in the locker room at the break. They have outplayed Reno 1868 here in the second half, but they don't have the goal to show for it quite yet.
Yeah, I mean, they've had the chances as well.
Kiffey, or excuse me, Blackwood stepping up. Sammy Ochoa goes in hard to Matt LaGrassa. Now Ochoa and LaGrassa, as LaGrassa with a shove, and it will be Sammy Ochoa who's going to get a yellow card and just swiped away at the referee, and there he has shown it. Lucky not to have gotten more. 3 yellow cards tonight, all thrown against Sacramento.
I mean, I tell you what, though, Ochoa right there.
Or excuse me, 4 yellow cards. Forgot about Christian.
Yeah, Ochoa's got to be a little bit more disciplined. Goes in with a really reckless challenge on LaGrassa. And then, I mean, literally tries to swipe that caution, the yellow card, out of the referee's hand and just asking to get sent off. Not doing your team any favors in those situations, Rob.
Holding is Hopino. Collapsing. Blackwood. Hopino. Nice move. Cuts it inside. Bumping Kiffey off the line for a moment. Kiffey able to recover. And Kiffey just sends it off the back of the Reno 1868. And a goal kick here for Evan Newton. All the goals coming in the first 45 minutes of play here at Papa Murphy's Park tonight. Christian trying to force something that wasn't there. And Brian Brown looking to turn on it. Jeremy Hall, a little bit of trouble now. Brian Brown with great pace out to that left side. Has Gossipli trailing. Partain. Brian Brown gets it through. A big save by Evan Newton. And a shove and no whistle blown. And I'll tell you what, after Republic was hit twice in the box, no whistle there, the crowd would have erupted in anger. A hard challenge from Gossipli, and he will be hit with a yellow card. McDonald's yellow cards being thrown all over the place here now.
And Nisha just wants to play.
That's the 5th yellow card tonight.
It's a great save by Evan Newton, by the way. And a good little piece of work by Brian Brown. Cutting in and dicing right in between. It looked like maybe Emra Clementa and Jeremy Hall. Finding that little wrinkle, that little spot to get your shot off. Evan Newton has to go down to his left and makes a really good save.
Newton and Bersano each coming up big here tonight.
I still think there's a goal to be had here, Rob.
We'll probably see 3 or 4 minutes of extra time as well. Nike, an official sponsor of the USL. For more information, visit NikeSoccer.com. Christian. just isn't there. That's twice in a row now, giving Reno a chance to break.
Not good body language after him as well.
Hawley will track it down, will send it back to Evan Newton. Antoine Hopino, what a get for Reno and Ian Russell. Ian said that he wanted to go after Hopino and trade for him when he was with Philly and was being loaned out to Harrisburg City when Ian was still with San Jose as an assistant. And he's happy to finally have him now.
First touch lets him down. Blackwood right there. It's a good ball in.
Here's Kiffy again coming up big. It's great sliding tackle from Matt LaGrassa as Partain will clean it up. Quick touch. Ochoa can't find the thread there to get it back to Clementa, and so Reno will come up with it.
Good tackle.
It's 2-1 Reno here. Weigh-in with the game winner, so or could be the potential game winner on that set piece, and a foul is committed against Harry Williams here.
That's Pelosi. Got to work your feet. We talk about that a lot with the Republic defenders. Back to goal, just make him go backwards. Big moment here in the game for Sacramento as well as Reno. Can they defend this set piece?
James Kiffy lofting it high, back post, going up for it. Sacramento on the rebound. Arms go up, and they're saying
handball
against the Republic.
Blackwood got a good boot on it. Looks like it just came right into the chest or the hand of Wiesenfarth. Moving too quick, is unable to get out of the way. Kind of been the way the game's been going for Sacramento in terms of when you're trying to get something on target, become your own worst enemy in that situation and block your own shot.
Partain scored first in the 15th minute. Dane Kelly came quickly back on a header from Hopino. And then weigh in on a set piece after a foul committed just outside the box. Charged against Elliott Horde. Nisha, Williams, Partain, Wiesenfarth, Ochoa, Blackwood, Clementa, Hall, Christian, Kiffy, and Newton for Sacramento right now. Trying to drop this one over the top. And Reno's going to look to kill the clock here. See how much time is going to be added here in stoppage time. Looking to squeeze one through. Christian making a good run. Bersano comes out, making the pickup here. And we'll dive on top of it as we are nearing the 90th minute at Papa Murphy's Park.
Too direct right there. The ball needs to be angled a little bit more.
Tough service there from Bersano, gives Sacramento a chance. Christian playing way up, leaving it, and the whistle blows. And a foul against, handball.
Offside.
Oh, offside. Oh, the flag went up. Didn't see the far official there. Many people wondering.
Well, I mean, look what Chris Christian's doing. I mean, unless he's been told and instructed by Paul to stay up top. I mean, kind of throwing caution to the wind at this point.
Well, we are 90th minute, so we have 4 minutes of Gilmore Services stoppage time. We need a dependable Sacramento HVAC company. Trust Gilmore Heating and Air. Plenty of time for Sacramento here in the final 4 minutes. Gasiple battling. Sacramento able to come away with it. Wiesenfarth. As if that was Partain. Ball sent into play, both sides pointing. It'll be Reno with the throw in. And now Christian's upset and having a word.
He needs to be careful here. He's got a lot of conversations with the referee tonight. Already has a yellow.
Already going to be out along with Jeremy Hall on Wednesday for yellow card accumulation, each with 5. Brian Brown. Brown looking to make a move, dumping it off to Gasiple. Gasiple cutting it back in. Gasiple trying to beat the defender. Hall won't have the opportunity, and now it's going to be a quick throw, and going to be keeping it in play is Tyler Blackwood. Holding here is Sammy Ochoa. Ochoa trying to force something in. As Chris Christian continues to play up. Republic going 3 in the back. Volleyed around, Hopino. And Blackwood not called a foul. Hopino with some great footwork somehow keeps the possession. Brian Brown and company gonna try to eat the clock here. A little chip shot way in, working his way in. A shoulder shrug from Jeremy Hall. Here's Harry Williams, Sacramento looking for a chance here. Can they do it in stoppage time? They trail by a goal. Just can't break that final line here as Reno is starting to pull players back. Here's Wiesenfart, down goes LaGrassa. Williams off the face of LaGrassa. And it looks like Sacramento's starting to relax a little bit. Maybe a little gassed as well. Emra Clementa has covered quite a bit of field tonight. Trying to battle with Hopino, wins the battle here.
It's well done by Emra.
Mushing it forward. Coming up big.
Second balls.
Jimmy Ockford. Ockford and Muriel did a nice job of keeping Nisha and Caesar quiet. Both
they really
had
have.
A goal tonight.
They really have. I think they did. Reno's back four has done a really good job. 2 center backs specifically of not allowing Sacramento strikers to have much success.
Clementa moving forward. Can Sacramento get one here in stoppage time? To the right side, play is building off the face of the Reno 1868. And again, the attack is stopped. Reno looking to kill the clock here. Sacramento probably gonna have a chance or two left. Lofted high, here's to Kiffey. Good look for Sacramento. Dropped it in. Here's a chance for Sacramento one more time, and it's pushed away by Merle. A corner kick here.
Look at him bringing the goalkeeper up.
Crowd hoping for some last-minute miracle. Kiffey, back post. Holding it, Jordan, picked up by Evan Newton, who gets a head on it. And it nearly finds the back of the net, and a good stop by the Reno 1868 into the crowd it goes.
The ball was cleared off the line. Evan Newton get himself up. Like he still wants to stay up. He's not going back.
They're gonna keep him up. Kiffey misplayed it with Blackwood. Kasipli is gonna let it stay out of play, battling with Blackwood. Blackwood able to keep it. And Blackwood finding Kiffey. Ball still battling. Harry Williams. And the whistle blows, and a foul, or it's going to be an offside call.
Blackwood might have been offside.
Came in very late. But it was almost Evan Newton who tied this thing up, and now Ian Russell is asking for how long is this, 4 minutes?
Ian thought the game was over. He's already walking on the pitch. Giving some fans some of his thoughts.
And there is the final whistle. So Sacramento, for the first time this season, scores first and then loses. Hayden Partain would do it in his first professional season here with the Republic, scored his 3rd appearance for Sacramento, but it would not be enough as the Republic fall 2-1. Dane Kelly weigh-in, come up big for Reno 1868. Your final highlights and stats all coming up here. Don't go away on the CW31.
Energy connects us to our communities, to each other. As your community-owned electric service, SMUD is committed to clean energy and technology that's good for the environment. That's why we're championing electric vehicles. We're providing a rebate and discounted charging rate when you purchase or lease a new plug-in electric vehicle. Let's connect energy, transportation, and our community. Learn more at smud.org/drive electric.
Papa Murphy's Law of the F word. No, this F word. Here's the deal. If it comes from a freezer, not fresh. Box, not fresh. Bag, not fresh. Fresh means vegetables that start the day as whole vegetables. Cheese that's grated from a block, not poured from a bag. Fresh means we don't even have ovens, 'cause you have an oven. So you can feel good about feeding it to your bingo. Home bake a large barbecue chicken pizza featuring KC Masterpiece barbecue sauce, just $11. Papa Murphy's.
Come on. Come on, Squirt.
Whatever your financial goals are, a U.S. Bank Wealth Management Advisor can help make them a reality. Talk to one today. U.S. Bank, the power of possible.
Welcome back inside Papa Murphy's Park here. A disappointing loss here for the Republic as they fall 2-1 here at the Sacramento as they take on Reno 1868. Let's take a look at your NorCal Honda full-time highlights here. And this is a match that started off, it looked bright for Sacramento. Hayden Harting getting his first professional goal.
Yeah, great goal, good ball whipped in by James Kiffey. Talked about it earlier, just a wonderfully placed header into that back post. Put Sacramento up 1-0 early.
And so 15 minutes gone by, Sacramento looked like they had the advantage, but right back came Dane Kelly and company.
I mean, yeah, they came back quickly. They quickly snuffed at the momentum that Sacramento had earned with that first goal, and Dane Kelly just a nicely taken goal. A good header, slots it to the opposite side across the face of Evan Newton, and a good finish for Reno, equalizing things at 1-1.
And then it would be Reno again as they would pick up here as Elliott Horde would foul just outside the box, and it would be an opportunity for Reno one more time again. Come up big. Chris Wayne would get the call here, and then Chris Wayne would step up and they catch everyone off guard.
A piece of class, really. Chris Wayne with that strike, getting over the wall and under the crossbar. Evan Newton didn't even move, it was hit so well.
And so Reno would then take the 2-1 lead here, and into the break, there would be a chance for Sacramento and Trevin Caesar.
Yeah, I mean, it should be a goal. You're one-on-one with the goalkeeper, your striker. You should make that 90% of the time. Looks like he was caught between two minds and just didn't execute well enough. And fortunate for Reno, Sacramento leaves that one on the table, able to go into the half 2-1.
Attitude would change. They come out of the break, and Sacramento would look like a different team. They started to control possession. They had another great opportunity early on, and Reno would come up, and it would be Pelosi with a good look at it as the game wore on. It's still 2-1, and Pelosi just couldn't find the net.
Yeah, Pelosi's getting down fully stretched, can't redirect it to the back of the net.
And for Sacramento, they would not be able to make things happen here at the final moments either. A couple questionable calls throughout the night as well, but overall, a very fun, wide open match here. And I think one of those things where it was a big save here again by Evan Newton down to his left, but they're just defense played well, I thought, for both teams. Just the converted chances on that set piece really was the game changer.
Yeah, I mean, it's the difference of probably like 5 to 10 minutes really where Reno had their 2 goals. I think Sacramento had the majority of the play, had probably more chances. Or maybe equal on the chance side of a full chance and half chances, but a good game. It's something we haven't talked about. Yeah, I mean, Wednesday night's a couple nights away, and we're going to have 2 key players for Sacramento that are going to be missing that game because of cautions picked up tonight.
And the third place Swope Park Rangers coming to town on Wednesday. Don't miss that one, but you're right. Chris Christian and Jeremy Hall both out because of yellow card accumulation here. Let's take a look at our final stats of the evening here. Of course, the goals 2-1 in favor of Reno, and an opportunity for both of these sides to do something. But Sacramento owning possession tonight, but again, we saw last week they had 33% of the possession and won the game, so it doesn't always tell the tale.
Yeah, this is more typical for the type of team that Sacramento is. I think the second ball situation really is where this game was won for Reno.
And let's take a look at now our Papa Murphy's man of the match, and it goes to James Kiffey. So James Kiffey tonight, you thought he battled well on that left side?
Yeah, Kiffey, I think he did a wonderful job tonight. Got up and down the left flank, battled nicely, defended well, got a couple good balls into the box. A lot of services, it was involved in the attack, and I think he defended well and battled well all night.
And now we'll take a look at our Zoom image of the match. It was after that first goal. scored by Hayden Partain, and it's all hugs, but the celebration would come quickly to an end. Dane Kelly and company go ahead and pull out the victory in this one. Coming up Wednesday, we've talked about it, 8 o'clock right here, Papa Murphy's Park, Swope Park Rangers in town for that one. Going to be another big match for Sacramento, an opportunity to grab 3 points, stay right there in the hunt for the top 4 spots in the Western Conference of the USL. Well, thank you for joining us here tonight. Not the result many Republic fans were hoping for. Alongside Kevin Goldthwait, I'm Rob McAllister. We appreciate you joining us tonight, and we'll see you on Wednesday right back here at Papa Murphy's Park.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League may not be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent from the United Soccer League.